What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I want to do my review of The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 13, titled Do Not Send Us Astray. It was a pretty darn good episode, I'll say that. Before I do begin, however, I want to give a spoiler warning in case you are not caught up with The Walking Dead Season 8, but other than that, let's begin. So yeah, this episode was really good. I did like it. I'm stuck between this episode and episode 12. One of those episodes are my favorite of the whole season. But man, all I can say is The Walking Dead has been killing it this back half of season 8. So in this episode, obviously it was the battle at the hilltop, and then we had that big crazy showdown with the walkers and the infected stuff. Now I'm going to talk all about that. But first I want to talk about the battle, because I did like the battle. It was very short, but I did still like it, and it showed how cruel Simon was. And even Maggie said, if you don't stand down, we're gonna kill all 38 of your people. And then Simon said, I don't give a shit. They got themselves in a pickle. They deserve to die. So he didn't care, and it shows how cruel Simon is. And I think what The Walking Dead is trying to do here. Now I'm not sure how I feel about it. I need to think more about this, but I know what The Walking Dead is doing here. They're trying to make Simon look like this horrible person that he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He wants to kill everybody in his way that is not doing any good to him. And then I think they're trying to do this so us fans can be like, yeah, Simon needs to go. But then we have a bit of remorse for Negan, and I think they've been doing this season, building a little remorse for Negan and having us have like a little soft spot for Negan, but having us like completely hate Simon. I think that's what The Walking Dead is trying to do here. It's pretty clear, and I don't know how I feel about this. I gotta think more about this because I feel like it's a bit forced. Them trying to make us hate Simon. Like last season, Simon was cruel, but he wasn't this hateable. I don't know, man. Like they're making us hate Simon. And but that being said, I did like the battles. We didn't get any Negan this episode, so we're gonna have to wait and see what we're gonna do with Negan. And Rick is crazy, man. Rick is I'm thinking Rick wants to spare Negan's life, but he is going mad. Like I don't see any remorse in Rick right now that he wants to save Negan. Like, and we have 3 more episodes this season, so something has to happen that completely changes his mind. I think it might be like the final battle or something hits his mind, or I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully he reads that letter of his, because he still hasn't read his own letter, which is interesting. But let's talk about the walkers and the infected stuff, because I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with this, because part of me wanted, when this scene go down, because obviously they infected their weapons, and then they infected their weapons and they hit everybody, so even if they didn't die, they're still gonna turn. And I'm gonna say Tobin as a walker was fucking awesome. Like, he was a great walker, and it was so creepy, and it had me at the edge of my seat, and I was like, oh my god, and like he was biting people and people were turning, and I'm pretty sure this is an exact callback to season 4 in the prison when people were turning and biting each other, and I loved it because it had me at the edge of my seat. But that being said, part of me also wishes that it was more slow, because I wanted more of like, oh man, like they slowly figured out that they weaponized their bullets and stuff like that. They made them infected. And they slowly come to the conclusion that, oh my god, everyone that got hit's gonna turn. But it didn't turn out like that. Like, they just woke up and everybody who got hit turned right away. So it kind of took away from that fact. I kind of wanted more like a slow, like sad factor. I don't know why, but I just did. I wanted like them like slowly figuring it out, like, oh my god, we're slowly getting infected, and they have to deal with the people, put the people who got injured away. And I wanted more like that. I think that would have been more sad and heartfelt, But I did still like it. And then obviously, the reason I wanted that part was because now we know Tara's not infected. I'm pretty sure it's obvious now, because everyone else turned and got bitten or hit with the weapons, but Tara didn't get infected. So it kind of took away from like the us like anticipating like, oh my god, did she get bitten? Did she get hit? Did she not? Like it kind of took away from that. So now they automatically know Dwight's good side. So I think they're just trying to like quickly wrap up that little storyline. So now we know Dwight is 100% Rick's side. And I think Tara is getting Rick's comic book storyline, which I don't know how I feel about that. I do understand it though, because I've always said this before. I don't know how Tara and Dwight are gonna live together post All Out War, but now I know. Tara knows that Dwight chose his side, so I'm sure Dwight is gonna. I'm sure Tara is gonna forgive Dwight, because Simon was trying to kill Tara, but Dwight shot. I did like this. I did like how Dwight shot Tara last second to save her life. Like, he technically did save her life by shooting her with an era. So I did like that part of it. Now I'm not sure if we're still gonna get the Rick infection because Rick getting hit and waiting if he's gonna turn, but I do think we are because Rick did get hit. He has like a wound, and Siddiq was trying to cover it or like fix it up for him, but he was like no. So I'm not sure if this is gonna build up and like maybe he gets a fever or something and he's getting sick and then he thinks he's gonna die, but he ends up not dying. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I do like that. I like how we have to wait and see what's gonna happen here because I'm sure it's not the end of that because he clearly has a wound in his leg that's gonna cause some problems. But let's talk about Siddiq too, because I am loving Siddiq. The writing for Siddiq, I will say, is really good. Now, The Walking Dead gets a lot of shit for its writing, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But I do like the writing with Siddiq because he's becoming a very likable character, and it's a big part of it is with the actor. He's a great actor. And also, I think Siddiq is going to be one of those characters who is going to be like, a big character, like a title screen character that we're going to get in a few seasons. Like, he's going to be one of those characters that we really do like, just not like a background character. He's gonna be a big character, which I do like, and he's a very likable character, which is nice because a lot of people are blaming him for Carl's death, which I don't understand, but no, he's a great character, and I am really liking Siddiq. But then let's talk about the writing, and this goes with Henry as well, because for some reason, a lot of people are complaining with Henry and saying the writing with Henry is shitty and stuff, but no, I don't think so. I'm disagreeing with this. Yes, The Walking Dead has bad writing here and there, but I don't think the writing with Henry is bad because he's just a kid in a zombie apocalypse. He's a kid in a zombie apocalypse and he made a dumb decision. I don't get how that's bad writing. Like, I don't. Kids make dumb decisions, especially ones that grew up in a zombie apocalypse. He grew up seeing people die, seeing people get beaten, eaten, torn apart. He see people just fighting and killing all day. That's how he grew up to. That's the world he grew up in. So obviously he's not going to be a perfect child, and he is a zombie apocalypse. He's like 10 years old. Obviously he's going to make a dumb mistake. So I don't know why people are thinking it's bad writing with Henry. I disagree with that 100%. I think the writing with Henry it's not good writing. It's not like out of this world writing, but it's not bad writing. It just, it is what it is. A kid making a dumb decision in the zombie apocalypse. That's normal. But let's talk about Henry just story wise. I did like what he did. I did like when he was like, tell me who I'm a count of 10, and if you guys don't tell me who shot him, who killed my brother, I'm gonna kill you all or some shit like that. But what made me confused, like, no one knows who his brother is, which is kind of comical because he's like, who killed my brother? And like, no one's asking like, who's your brother? Like, I mean, yeah, Al asked who's your brother, but he wouldn't explain, like, he wouldn't describe who his brother is. So no one knows who his brother is, obviously, and a lot of people died during the war. So I kind of found that a little funny that no one would tell him, or like I kind of find it a little funny how Henry wouldn't tell anybody who his brother is. Like, no one really knows who his brother is, but I don't know. But then everyone escaped. Everyone did escape, and I did like how some of the people stayed back. Like Al, I knew Al was gonna be that guy who turned to the good side. So now Maggie knows that the prisoners who stayed are gonna be part of the good side. And then I don't know where the rest went. I think we're gonna deal with that. I don't know when, but the rest left. Jared left. And I want Jared to come to an end. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I want Morgan to kill Jared. I mean, Morgan deserves to kill Jared. He has done Morgan so much wrong. Henry or Morgan needs to kill Jared, but Henry disappeared too. So I don't know where Henry went. I think Henry might have gone looking for them, like running after them. And then Gregory disappeared as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully these characters just don't disappear and never come back, like Heath and Sherry. That'll be like a come on, man. Like, The Walking Dead tends to like make people disappear and not come back for a while. But to wrap up and give you guys my final thoughts, this episode was really, really good. The darkness, the how it was dark and night and creepy, and the walkers. It was so. I want more Walking Dead episodes like this. It was so creepy, and it showed how dangerous walkers are, and it had me the edge of my seat. And when Maggie was walking around with the candle, like, it was just like, it was like a horror movie. I did like it, and I want The Walking Dead to do more of this. Yes, I like the wars between people and people versus people, but I do like the walkers still. And the walkers, they are the backbone of The Walking Dead. Without walkers, none of this would have happened in The Walking Dead universe. So I do like the factor that the walkers are still a big part of The Walking Dead, and they can still kill you. And I love love Tobin's walker. He was a big walker. He was very scary. And rest in peace, Tobin. He was a pretty cool character. One of those Alexandrians that I did like, but hey, it is war. Those characters are gonna have to go. But I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So overall, I did really enjoy the episode, but I'd love to hear what you guys think of the episode. If you watched it, let me know what you think. Any thoughts, opinions, or anything, leave it in the comments down below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you do want more Walking Dead videos like this, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel for daily Walking Dead videos. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.